Therefore, non-payment of council tax. I just want to thank everyone who came along and gave me support on the day. There were about sort of 30 people that turned up. I went into the courtroom as a free man on the land.
Can you be quiet, please?
Refused to give jurisdiction to the court. We all went and sat down at the back of the court and all refused to stand. It was quite clear that the court case was corrupt. I asked to see the judge's oath, which they refused to give. They just completely ignored the subject altogether. And I've today received a liability order in the post with no date on it, even though they had no jurisdiction in the court to make a judgment. So it's completely cover-up, you know, complete cover-up.
Has it been signed?
No, no signature. There was
Therefore,
no
it's
signature
illegal.
on the summons either.
It's illegal then?
That's right, absolutely. But they've issued, they're threatening now, obviously, with warrants. But obviously, I'm not going to pay. There's no contract, and you know, they're not accountable at all for any of their actions. I've said to them in the courtroom, I said, "Sir, have you got a civil claim against me, or have you got a criminal claim against me?" Of course, if it's a criminal claim, then there needs to be an injured party. If it's a civil claim, there needs to be a contract that I've breached, which of course there isn't.
So is Roger Hayes giving you help with this?
No, I mean, I've not had any communications at all with Roger Hayes, unfortunately. But I believe I've done quite well. It's my first bash at it, and I'm improving my confidence and everything.
Well done. Well done.
I shall continue with it.
You should tell people that you're getting some advice somewhere else, and I'm giving you advice because I'm staying outside of it.
Sure.
It's a very dangerous. I've said it's a very dangerous thing. And I'll tell you this: those three magistrates were all solicitors.
That's right.
That's right. A lot of people miss just little things, but when Mr. Evans for the council stood up, okay, now he did not swear on an oath, and the impression was that he was giving an oath to the court. All he actually did was he said, "I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth." The other key thing was that not one of those magistrates, or the monkey behind those three wise monkeys, the monkey in front of them, the court clerk, who is a qualified barrister, therefore he's of higher authority than those three magistrates, solicitors, not one of them swore on their oath.
That's right.
So you've got it's the little things that people are missing.
So that's them dishonouring the Queen and her oath to uphold the law of the land.
The Queen. There's a whole thing about people, and even Ashley mentioned people swearing oaths. I'll refer. A lot of people say to me, "Well, I'm not religious." I was brought up in a religious sort of background, but I'll tell you, I'll sit on the side. When you go into a court of law, any court of law, leave your religion outside, because these evil counsellors, they are shrouded with religion, and they're using religion. And the Crown is using that "in God we trust." That is an abuse of God or anyone's belief in you. If you want to believe in any God, go to and believe it. Once you go into those courts, forget it, because they are using God against you. Now, even I haven't had some damn-scene conversion, but even I have read Matthew 5:33. You should read it. It's about swear no oath. If you want to swear an oath between you and your God, not in a court of law, because you're in dishonour straight away. Matthew 5:33. I'm not a Bible basher, because I personally believe that the Bibles are all mythologized, and they're just used every 100 or so years. It's all twisted to suit the generation of the time. Be careful. You'll get there.
If they'd asked me to swear the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, I would have said, if only I know the whole truth. I don't know anyone that does, and if I did, we'd be here all day.
I'll say something else as well. If they had the 10 Commandments, it would help.
Yeah. Chris?
In the court. There's no such thing as the 10 Commandments in the court. Never seen it.
Do you make that point about the magistrate being a claimant as well?
Yes, it's important to note that what the council do is they hire out a room at the law courts and actually fill it with their own staff. They fill it with the council staff. They literally are acting. But obviously, under the Misrepresentation Act of 1967, they cannot act as a magistrate and claimant at the same time. Because obviously there's a conflict of interest.
So it's illegal.
That's right. It's quite illegal in a number of levels.
Judges.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.